Okay, today I'm going to show you a short video that's going to walk you through some of the things you want to do to prepare for the fall semester, and also show you how to add some resources for the students by adding blocks. Now, at the beginning of the semester, the first thing I encounter is a lot of students contacting me wondering why they're still showing up in old courses. And that's something that the instructor should do at the end of the semester. Is when he's sure that all the grades are in and everything's intact, he should clear the old students off his previous courses, because they show up and they see them and they wonder why they're enrolled in this course or that course. So what you need to do, first of all, is you need to go over here to go into your old course, and I'm using an old business course 107 that somebody taught back in 16 or 17. And you can see it's actually pretty well set up. You got a lot of material, a lot of stuff that draws attention to it immediately. But yeah, we'll use this course as an example. So what you want to do is go over to the gear, go over to the drop down, go over to reset. So what you're doing is resetting the course, but in this case you don't want to lose everything. You just want to lose the students and you want to lose their grades. So you'll go down to roles, you'll select student. You won't select instructor or teacher because you don't want to unenroll yourself. You want to go to grade book. You want to delete all grades. You don't want to delete categories and grade items, because you'll probably use them when you set it up for the next time you teach it. Assignments, you'll want to delete all submissions. Feedback, forums, basically you don't have to do anything with this. You can delete posts and you can delete ratings. Actually, you probably do want to delete posts and delete ratings. In attendance, you want to delete all sessions, data, and all sessions. The content of the course should stay intact. It's just the grade items that are going to disappear, and the submissions. If you don't delete these out, if these students end up taking this course over again, they are going to do that same assignment and the old assignment grade is going to pop up. So you want to get rid of that. You want to delete submissions and delete grades. And then you want to set reset course. And that takes a little while. Some courses are quite large, so it might take a lot of time. Click continue. You're back in the course. You see that you haven't lost anything. You still have your assignments. You still have your content. So we're going to treat this like a cleaned out course that you're going to get into and you're going to set up for the fall. Keep in mind this toggle switch gets rid of that. So if you want a nice clean page, get that out of there. All you got to do is click on that. So we'll go back over to this gear, the edit icon that drops down an action menu. Go down to more. Once you get your course list of students that are enrolled, let's go back and do that again. We'll go to the gear icon, the drop down. Click on more. Click on users, enrolled users. And you can see I deleted the students out, but I maintained the teacher instructor status. So what we'll do next is we'll click on enroll, either this one or this one. Enroll users. Make sure you have students selected. You will eventually end up adding a non-editing teacher. And that plays into the attendance, and I'll show you that part of it later on in another video. So select student, type in first or last name, it pops up. Select lane. Selecting a last name, you'll get a whole list of last names. We'll select Darren. Let's add Vince. Let's add Jane. And we'll add Heather Larson. So they all go in as students, as enrolled students. We'll click Enroll after we get the names in. Give it a few minutes, and they'll pop up. There is no save. They're already enrolled, so you can go back to Old Business 107. Your students are enrolled. We're going to turn this back on. And now we're going to turn editing on, and I'll show you how to add some resources for your students and yourself. So turn editing on. Once you do that, you'll see that your page lights up with different icons. There's an edit option for everything that's in there. So what you want to do is once you turn editing on, let's turn it off again. You noticed I'd opened that up. If I close it, it's gone. Click that, it's open. Scroll down and there's nothing there. And you're actually seeing more than you're going to see because I'm in as admin. So what we want to do is we want to turn editing on. And you'll notice on some of your courses you got blocks on this side. They're all useful blocks, so you want to add a block. And I think the first block I would add is probably the quick mail, because you will get a lot of use out of that. This gives you a group list of the students in your class, and you can send out a group email to them. Say if you have an announcement to make about your class day, or you're not going to be there, or they don't need to be there, or for whatever reason, you can send a quick mail out. And this is something you can look at and play with. Another block you might want to add is, I'll go back down to add a block, upcoming events. Now, this semester I have all the upcoming events in the calendar section. So it's going to show all the upcoming events, and you can, in the settings here, you can determine how many upcoming events you want it to display. So the 24th class starts, last day to add or drop, Labor Day holiday. It all shows up in here. Let's add another block, and there's quite a few in here that you can make good use of. Let's add the calendar if you want to use that. The calendar, it's also going to show your course events. If you got a test coming up, if you got forum announcement or something, it'll show up on the calendar also. There's global events, there's category events, there's course events, and group events and user events. So when an item is added, you just, or if you want to add an item, you just select under what category you want it, and it'll probably be course event. Let's add another one. This one is also useful. Activities. So this is activity. So if a student goes in and he wonders what assignments are up, he clicks on that. It's going to show a list of assignments. It's going to show submissions and grade. Go back to the course. Let's turn editing off. Well, before we do that, let's look at one more thing. look at edit settings. That's your overall course settings. You want to make sure that the course date starts on the first Monday of the semester. On the first Monday, not the first day of course. You want to set it to the first Monday. And you can have it calculate. Usually I just select that and I go down to course format and select the weekly format. On a new one, it's going to show you a number of weeks. Anyway, just make sure that you set it to the first Monday of the semester. You don't have to get this confused with the attendance because that's got a start date too, and you can set that to the first day of your class. But this one, the first Monday always. Go down, click Save and Display. I didn't change anything, but if I did, these dates would show up as the first week of the semester, starting on the Monday. That's pretty much it for now. I'll be adding some more videos, and I'll send out an email and let you know when they've been added.